Hi, Coach Noss here. Once again, I'm at the mercy of the air conditioning unit here at the Windsor Court Hotel in Louisiana, but I'll try and speak up as loud as I can so you can hear me over the racket of the air conditioning. So, I'm here today to bring you the third segment of the Strength and Endurance program. We're going to do some more conventional type exercises. Everything is done in what I call a giant set, or 4 exercises done back to back, and then we're going to add in some plyometrics into that along with some core work, and that'll be the third segment. So let's get started. First exercise we're going to do is a wide grip pull down. You're going to pull it to the upper chest. You're going to take a slightly wider than shoulder width grip. Normally I like to do this on the physio ball to add a little bit more challenge to the core stability, but today we're on a bench. And you're going to bring it down, set yourself slightly back from the hips. You want to think about pulling the scapula back and down before you pull the bar, bringing the bar to the upper chest. So it's a 2-part move, squeeze the scapula back and down, and then pull the bar to the upper chest. You want to pick a weight, you can do about 15 repetitions. Do that, now we'll move on to the chest move. We're going to do a single arm chest press. You want to come with the dumbbell to parallel with the body. And as you press up, you want to go slightly to the midline, crossing over and lifting that scap up to work the torso. So you're going to be working this entire side as you push the dumbbell up towards the midline. Again, you can do this on a physio ball. Once you get comfortable with doing it on a bench, and that'll really challenge your stability. We'll switch to 10-15 repetitions on one side, and then switch to the other. Now we're going to move down to the back exercise again, but we're going to go and pull in a little bicep with it. We want to do a curl grip. Again, we're going to take the bar a little bit lower, right above the sternal notch. Again, but it's still leaning back a little bit further than you did with the wide grip pull down. Shift the shoulder blades back and down, and pull the bar down towards the chest. You want to think about squeezing the scap back, and then bringing the chest up to meet the bar as you pull it down, keeping the elbows in. Again, do a weight, pick a weight, you can do 15 reps. And now we'll move on to a core exercise. In this move, we're going to do a gill crunch. You're going to lie down, extend one leg, put your hands just under your hips, take a deep breath in, fill your belly up, exhale as you come up. Now, tuck the chin, keep your chin tucked in, and as you're in this crunch position, breathe in and out. You want to take 3 deep breaths in and out, relax your head, switch it out, bring it up into the crunch position, and breathe. And then back out. You want to do that 5 times each leg. The first movement we're going to do is a speed split squat. Unlike the regular split squats where you have a weight and you're pressing up, this we're just doing for the endurance part of it and also the speed of the movement. So you want to start here, your hands are on your hips, come in, and go from one side to the next. Keep your shoulders up, head is tall. You're going to do 15 to 20 reps to each side. From here, we're going to move on to our single leg cable crunch. Coach Noss here. I'd like to show you one of the advanced core movements that I've developed for my players. This is a single leg cable crunch, and you're on one leg, so proprioceptively you're really engaging that support leg. The core, the abdominal area is actually, is responsible for not only flexion but extension. So you're taking it back through extension and inflection. Balancing on one leg, and then you're going to also bring the other leg up to work the lower abs from the bottom up as you work the top from the top down. So let me show you how it's done. You want to have a weight in here that will give you enough support. If it's too light, you're going to have trouble balancing. If it's too heavy, you're going to have trouble coming back out of the extension part. So, play around with the weight, see how it feels. Each cable machine is a little different. What you're going to do is you're going to grab the cable
handle with both hands. You can put one hand on top of the other, however it feels comfortable to you. And what I like to do is I like to pull the weight and then lock my forearms on the top of my head. So now you're going to get onto a single leg balance, and you're going to bring that one leg forward as you bring your elbows down towards your knee. You're going to come back up, you'll feel the extension, feel the abs stretch, and then bring it back down. What I like to do is 15 to 20 on both legs. Exhale, you come in. Inhale as you go back. Now, I'm going to do this to the side so you can see how much flexion and extension I'm actually getting. Again, get into your balance, bring forward, extend back. You don't want to feel it biting into the back of the lower back, so control that motion backwards and then bring it forcefully forward. Now, when you feel comfortable with this movement, you can add in a band around the leg to give it a little bit more resistance from the bottom up. And it goes like this. Coming in here, again, lock it in, the top, bring yourself forward so you can feel that tension on the band, and as you bring yourself forward, you use the band to give you added resistance from the bottom up. There you have it.
Now we'll go into our second plyo move, which are side-to-side jumps. So you're basically going to take your jump over to the side. You want to make sure you land and load that hip. Let the trail leg cross over the back leg, and then jump to the other side, doing the same thing. Really stick the landing. Make that foot balance work. Make the whole ankle work as it takes the load of the body. Shove to the other side. The important thing is that you land and stick the landing as best you can. You're going to work the hips, you're going to work your core to stabilize on each jump. So do that 15 to 20 times on each side. After you've done your plyo core work, you're going to go back and do the wide grip pull downs, the single arm bench press, the curl grip pull downs, and the gill crunches again. Pick a weight on the pull downs and the press that you can do 10 repetitions. So up the weight a little bit and lower the reps. Now we're going to go into the second set of the plyos and core work. In this segment of jumps, we're going to do our transverse jumps. So you're going to be taking it from here, again, crossing over and jumping back to the center spot, and then we'll take it to the other side and then jump over to back to the center. So here, center, jump, back to center. Again, crossing over, stick that landing for a split second, and then jump back over. Make sure you're loading the hips each time before you move back into the start position. Again, 15 to 20 reps on each side. The next ab move is going to be the oblique cable throws, also on my Facebook page if you need a little bit more of primer on how to do this. The movement here, you're going to want to throw the hip as you come into bringing the elbow down to the mid-thigh. So it's very important. Keep that knee forward, knee in line with the foot, pointing forward. As you pull away, you want to shift that hip. That's what we're trying to do, really strengthen this hip, get it around, and then bring it down into your oblique throw. You want to do 15, 20 reps each side. It's getting a little crowded in the gym, so I wanted to move out here to show you the final exercise in this week's segment. It's a front to back jump. Again, we're working on not so far how far you can jump, but how well you can catch yourself and balance on that support leg. How we can work the proprioceptors up through the foot, to the ankle, to the knee, to the hip, and the core itself to balance, effectively balance on one leg. That's what we're trying to accomplish on all of our jumps. Okay? Not so far how much we can jump or how far away we can jump, what the distance is, but how are we landing on that balanced leg. Alright, so let's get started. Start first off getting in and loading and getting down into really holding that balanced position. Now when you're going to jump back, you're going to land on the opposite leg. Again, jumping back, hold that land position. As you see, I'm not jumping that far. I'm more concerned about how am I getting balance, keeping balance through the jumps. Load and explode back. There you go, just like that. You want to do 15 to 20 repetitions to each foot. Alright, give that a shot. Take your time with it. It can be real tiny little jumps to begin with. I'm more concerned with how is that foot reacting, how's the knee, the ankle, and the hip reacting as it loads on a single leg balance. I hope you enjoyed this week's segment. I'll have the final segment to you next week, and I hope you enjoy it. Give me some feedback on Facebook. Let me know what you think. Have a great day and a wonderful week.